Our final candidate is Darcy Rumping. Darcy is very active in athletics here at Ferris. She is captain of both the varsity girls volleyball and tennis teams. She is the senior class treasurer and a member of the National Honor Society. She's a math tutor and she has worked for Habitat for Humanity in Mexico. She will spend the next 4 years studying medicine or education. She has lived in San Antonio, Bellevue, Okinawa, and Germany. Darcy, how has living in so many different locations affected your life today?
You know, one of the first things that I learned, living in all these places was the appreciation of diversity. I lived in Japan and Germany, two overseas countries which are so completely different from the United States, that not only in their culture, but also in the people's lifestyle. But the one thing that I think that's the most important thing that I learned living in all these different places is that a person is a person, no matter what country they live in or what language they speak. And I know this might sound kind of cheesy, but everyone is really, they're all linked. We're all linked by a bond of humanity, and it really doesn't matter where you live or who you are. Thanks.
Darcy will now give her prepared speech.
What's the first thought that comes to mind if somebody says that they're involved in a sport? Do you take a look at them and think, they must be coordinated? Or yeah, they look pretty athletic? Or do you immediately think of sports as just a game, which really means very little in the large picture of life? These are thoughts often associated with athletics. But you see, there's so much more than just this. There's the mental and emotional aspects of sports which provide valuable life lessons beyond that of maintaining a healthy lifestyle. There's a lot of activities that people can get involved in to make themselves well-rounded people. Sports is the one I chose because of the way it fits into my lifestyle. It's influenced my decisions as a person and shaped me into who I am today. One of the values sports has taught me through the years is the necessity for hard work and perseverance. These two characteristics go hand in hand in that they determine a person's work ethic and the eventual outcome of their successes later in life. Hard work and perseverance have been no strangers in my life. I've worked hard for the successes that I've attained. One of the biggest inspirations in my life wasn't the incredible athletic ability of a superstar athlete, but the work ethic of someone my own age. Season after season, I would go to volleyball tournaments around the region, and I would keep seeing this one player over and over. She was so incredible to watch that I admired her more and more as I saw her play. She was only 5'2", which is really short in the world of volleyball. But she proved to be one of the most powerful offensive forces on her team through her desire to achieve. I took all the admiration I had for her as a player to strive to attain my goal as a volleyball player and become one of the most powerful offensive forces on my own team. I reached my peak as a volleyball player and knew that hard work and perseverance could get me where I wanted to go. One of my coaches once said something to me, which I will never forget. She said that what's important in life and athletics is not the size of the player in the fight, but the size of the fight in the player. This has been my philosophy on hard work and perseverance ever since. A second value sports has taught me is the importance of confidence, not only in yourself, but in your teammates as well. If you have personal confidence, you can achieve any goal that you desire. The saying, it's kind of a cliche, I'm sure many of you have heard it, but if you can believe it, then you can achieve it, is so true when it comes to personal confidence. And as far as working with your teammates, this is a skill which is so important because it's just like if you have a group of people and you're all working together, they feel so much more confidence in themselves if you feel it for them, and in return, they will feel confidence in you, which will make your self-esteem rise as well. I'm sure a lot of you have seen that little booklet, Life's Little Instruction Book. I was reading through it, and there was a saying that really stuck with me through the years. It said that when attempting a difficult task, act as though it's impossible to fail. If you're going after Moby Dick, take along the tartar sauce. A third value sports has taught me is the importance of teamwork. Teamwork is so essential in society today because not only the skill of working with people, but also if you have a group, like I said with the personal confidence, so much more can be accomplished if everyone's working together than if people are going their own separate ways, working by themselves. I've learned teamwork through volleyball and tennis. On the volleyball court, if people aren't working together, then nothing is ever accomplished, as I'm sure some of my co-volleyball players out here have noticed sometime in the practice this year. And on the tennis court, if you don't know where your partner's going or what they're thinking, you guys are never going to be as good as if you were to communicate with each other. My partner and I, we made it all the way to the state finals in doubles because we communicated so well with each other. Sports has been so valuable in my life in that it's taught me lessons which I probably couldn't have learned anywhere else. As I go to college next year, athletics may not be my main focus, but all the lessons that I've learned through my trials and tribulations, I will take with me forever. Thank you.
This concludes the first portion of our program. Escorts, please lead our ladies off the stage now.
Each of the candidates will be placed in the soundproof booth backstage. Each candidate will respond to one or two impromptu questions. Cross your fingers and wish these ladies luck in one of the most stressful parts of the evening.
Jennifer has chosen question B. What's the most important attribute your parents instilled in you?
Well, the most important attribute that my parents have instilled in me is being honest with myself, being honest with others. And you know the same cliche, honesty is the best policy. I totally believe in that because if you're honest, you always know you're always telling the truth, and just living honestly is the best way. Thank you.
Our next candidate will be Fiona Dixon.
Fiona has also chosen question B, which is, once again, what's the most important attribute your parents instilled in you?
I'm gonna break this thing. I believe that the most important attribute that my parents instilled in me was self-confidence and always being yourself. I remember one time my dad wrote down a quote for me that he probably got off tech radio because he listens to that all the time. Don't sell out to be what everyone else is. And it's on my wall, and I look at it every day when I get up. And I think about it when I'm walking down the hall, and it always stays in my mind. I've got to be myself and not do what everyone else does. Thank you.
Our third candidate is Andrea Klinger.
Andrea has also chosen the second question, which is, what's the most important attribute your parents instilled in you?
I think the most important attribute my parents have installed in me is honesty. If you're not honest with everybody, then there's no point in dealing with other people. Honesty is the key to relationships, to communication, and everything. So honesty is what I think is the most important thing my parents installed in me.
Our next candidate is Trisha Gossett.
Trisha has also chosen the second question, which is, once more, what's the most important attribute your parents instilled in you?
The most important attribute my parents have instilled in me would be the courage to keep on trying no matter what failures come your way. No matter what I did, they always gave me the courage to keep on going and keep trying. And I would like to thank them for that, because they've done such a great job. Thank you.
Our final candidate is, you guessed it, Darcy Rumping.
I think you know which one it is. Question B. And one more time for those of you who didn't hear it the previous 4 times. What's the most important attribute your parents instilled in you? Well, let's see, I hope I don't copy anyone's answer. I would definitely have to say the courage to persevere, and this is kind of going back to my speech actually, but they've given me confidence in myself so that I know that if there's a goal that I want to attain, then it's up to me, and I'm the one that has to strive to do it. And they've taught me that anything is possible as long as I put my mind to it. And I thank them because, you know, if it weren't for them, I probably wouldn't be up here right now because, I don't know, the first week of trying to write the speech, I remember I got so frustrated, and they just said, you know, you just got to keep going, you got to keep doing it. And so here I am. Thanks. We will now excuse the judges to make their decision.
Thank you, ladies. This concludes the second portion of tonight's program. I would now like to introduce your entertainment for this evening, the Saxon Knights.
Jesus, help me to see. Angry guns preach a gospel full of hate, blood of the innocent on their hands, crying, Jesus, help me to feel the sun again upon my face. For when darkness clears, I know you're near, bringing peace again. Doni Giuliette, Sveglie Molive, can you hear the prayer of the children? Oh, goodbye, my Coney Island baby. Farewell, my own true love, my honey. I'm gonna go away and leave you. Never see you any, never gonna see you any. I'm gonna sail up on that ferry boat, never to return again, return again. So goodbye, farewell, so long forever. Bum bum. Goodbye, my Coney Island. Goodbye, my Coney Island. Goodbye, my Coney Island. We all fall for some girl that dresses neat, some girl that's got big feet. We meet her on the street, then we'll join the army of Mary Bruce to the altar, just like leading lambs to slaughter. When it's over, oh boy, we get it good. Bachelor days we then recall, Rich man, poor man, beggar man, thief, doctor, lawyer, merchant, chief. We all are bound for goodbye, my Coney Island baby. Farewell, my own true love, my honey. I'm gonna go away and leave you. Never see you any, never gonna see you any. I'm gonna sail up on that ferry boat, never to return again, return again. So goodbye, farewell, so long forever.
Oh, for everybody that was curious, question A was, if you have $10 left to your name, what would you spend it on?
I would have taken question B.
Root beer float and hot dog.
We would now like to introduce last year's Jolie Ferris High School Lilac Princess, Miss J-Ron Ganji.
Are you sure there's no one else who's supposed to go? Okay, are you sure there's no more presentations? Washington Water Power? Okay, I thought so. Okay, go first.
thank you for that introduction. Thank you very much, Ferris community, for letting me come to you. I'm so excited to be here, first of all, tonight. This is so fun for me. 2 reasons. I have a daughter 18 years old at Shadle High School, and so it's kind of fun to be able to relate to what you're going to. And several years ago, I sat on this very stage at Ferris High School in this very same occasion, so this is wonderful for me to be here. Washington Water Power has made education a primary focus in our community involvement. And by recognizing the crucial role education plays in the development of future generations and healthy communities, we hope that our efforts can make a lasting contribution. Each year, WWP gives to each high school a $500 scholarship to the Princess, and then another $500 to the Lilac Queen to future her education. With this in mind, I'd like to congratulate all of you girls for such a terrific job tonight, and all of you too in recognizing Washington Water Power recognizes your hard work and your outstanding scholastic achievement. We're sure that all of your futures will be a terrific success. And again, thank you on behalf of Washington Water Power and myself.
Thank you, Linda. With people like the Washington Water Power, it makes it possible for the Lilac Festival, along with our major sponsors, to also give to each princess from each school an additional $1,000 and $1,000 to the Queen. The major sponsors for the Lilac Festival are Global Credit Union, Quality Food Stores, Dairy Gold, Southwest Airlines, Empire Ford, Inland Empire Pontiac Dealers Association, Piper Jaffray's, Seafirst Bank, Sound Telecom, the Spokesman Review, West Coast Ridpath Hotel, Ziegler Building Supplies. I also want to congratulate the parents tonight. This is very, very rewarding to me to see what a great job that you parents have done with these fine young ladies up here. And in a few years, these are the type of people that are going to be running our country. And with what you hear in the newspaper and on the news these days, I was getting to wonder whether we were going to make it. But with this going on here, you people have done a very, very, very fine job, and I'd like to commend you. Along with thanks that I'd like to give, I'd like to have all of the Purple Coaters, Lilac Festival directors, spouses, and significant others please stand and give you a round of applause, because this is a lot of work. That's our family of Purple Coaters. We call ourselves Lilacers or Fruit of the Loom guys or whatever it is. It's a great group to belong to, and they do a lot to give back to the community. Also, you advisors, John Bench from Ferris High School, you've done a marvelous job putting this on. I kind of like this. I wonder if we can blow it up and put an engine in and I'll drive it home. We also have major fundraisers that we have to do, and I'd like to make a couple announcements. Our celebration of the positiveness of the students and the young people of Spokane, the Spokane Lilac Festival is putting on a junior sock hop, be March 29th from 6:30 till 11. Will be at the Masonic Temple. And to also celebrate and pay back some of the time that the parents have done, we're doing a little party for ourselves too. We're going to have a fundraiser / party called the Adult Sock Hop. It will happen on April 19th. We're taking over Franklin Park Mall, all the walkway. Men in the Making will be the band. We also have, before Men in the Making, the Air Force Band. So that will be a great time. I would also like to invite all of you to the coronation, Shadle Park High School, April 12th at 7 p.m. This will be the opportunity for all of you to see the princess candidate from Ferris High School and all the other 12 schools vie for the Queen, and it is always a great time. And don't forget about the parade. We're going to have a little parade downtown, a couple 100,000 people there, and we'll show off our girls again. J. Ron, it's to you.
Okay, I think I'm supposed to be over there, so. like to first introduce my court. I'm so glad 4 of them could, or 3 others of them could make it tonight. Queen Abigail Palmer. Princess Patty Weddle. Princess Suzanne Boyce. I'm so glad you guys could make it tonight. Before again, I would like to once again commend these girls. You all did so beautifully, and I'm so proud of you guys for having the courage to be on this stage tonight. And no matter whose name is called in a few minutes, you should all be proud of yourselves. Your peers must feel that you all would be a wonderful Lilac princess if they chose you to be here tonight. And I'm sure the judges had a very difficult decision. Let me tell you now, I hope your teachers are very understanding, because the minute your name is called, you are going to have the busiest and the most fun couple months of your life. When I was in your shoes last year this time, I knew that Lilac Princess got to be in the parade and miss a lot of school, but I wasn't exactly sure what all the activities were. If you have anything like the schedule we had last year, you will be quite a busy girl. If you won't be at a photo shoot, you'll be at a luncheon, or at another luncheon, or at a dinner, or at an ice cream social. They like to feed you a lot. You'll get to visit retirement centers, hospitals, and schools. And I'm sure you will sign hundreds of autographs from kids wherever you go. You will be amazed how people treat you with so much kindness. They are so nice, it's incredible. You'll meet so many neat people, and you'll get to know, and I'm sure you'll get to love the 11 other girls on your court. You'll have the time of your life. I know you're all anxious to find out who Ferris's Lilac Princess is, but I wish they would let me go at the end, but I don't think anyone, after they announce the princess, but I don't think anyone would stay around for that. So let me just do my few thank yous. As you might remember, my path to becoming Lilac Princess was an unusual one, which makes it that much more important for me to thank all the people who supported me through all the ups and downs. First, I'd like to thank the Ferris teachers and staff. I wish I had time to name all of you. Your encouragement, your advice, and your kindness meant so much. Thank you. And also, thanks to the Ferris students for your support. You guys are the greatest. Also, I'd like to thank the Purple Coaters. I think you are all amazing to be volunteering so much of your time for the city of Spokane. After witnessing firsthand all the work you do, I can honestly say that you really help bring the Spokane community together. Good job. And thanks to all the Purple Coaters who believed in me. And thank you, I know there's so many thank yous. Thank you, Washington Water Power and the Lilac Festival for the scholarship. I didn't realize how helpful that was until I got to college, and I realized how expensive everything was. And the President and lovely First Lady, Jack and Crean, you did an incredible job this year. You didn't let anything rain on our parade. I'd like to thank the chaperones for managing us, even when others thought we weren't manageable. And I'd like to tell Denise, who's responsible for us 12 princesses, you did an excellent job organizing all our activities and getting us to focus. More than that, you were our friend. Oh, and thanks for picking me up from the airport today. That was fun. And to all the princesses, Amy, Suzanne, Sonia, Tanisha, Chelsea, Abby, Danielle, Laura, Stephanie, Angie, and Patty, I miss you all so much. We definitely need to have reunions soon. I will never forget what an incredible time we had. You are all amazing, and I'm sure you'll go far in life. Now I'd like to thank my dear friend Tani. Thanks for everything you helped me do last year. You helped me so much to prepare for the coronation. Where is Tani? Here. I can vividly remember sitting in the back of the bus. I read you my speech 1,000,000 times in between games at state basketball. And instead of being annoyed, you were my endless source of encouragement. You were as excited for me as I was, and you really deserve this crown as much as I do. And Chris, my prince, you hung in there with me through all the ups and downs. Without you there, I don't know what I would have done. And even when I wasn't a princess, you made me feel like one. Thank you so much. Love you. Oh, and Chris, thanks for the cookies you brought from Subway. I haven't had dinner yet, so. And my family, your support was incredible. I could always count on you. Mom and Dad, Grandma Ganji, Fati June, my brothers, Piers and Kamran, all of you.
You took so much time out of your busy schedules to fit in my parades and activities. It meant a lot to share that special time with you. Thanks for being there, you guys. You're the best. And Mom, I know you're behind the video camera right now, but I want to personally thank you. You have always supported me to go after my dreams. Your belief in me makes me feel like I can go after anything. And Mom, don't forget, if I'm a princess, then you're the queen, and I'm your biggest fan. I love you. There are many people who I wish I had time to mention, but you know who you are. You're the ones whose kind words and actions made my experience as Lilac Princess so special. Thank you so much. Can I have the envelope, please? I'm so nervous. Okay, here we go. Ferris is 1997. Lilac Princess is Fiona Dixon. Wow. First of all, I know I don't have very long and you guys probably want to go home, so I'll make this really short. I just first of all like to say thank you to the 4 young ladies standing behind me for all their support. We had so much fun in this. It was not a competitive thing. It was more, we were friends and we were just having fun. So I'd really like to say thank you for all their support. We had a good time. And also I'd like to, of course, thank my parents for their unconditional love for me. And to Jay and to all my other friends in the audience, thank you very much. Well, this concludes the program for this evening. Thank you all for coming.
Please feel free to come up and talk to the candidates afterwards. And you can come and talk if you so desire.